This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by lynda.com. What's up everyone, John Ranger from Techno Buffalo here. Earlier in the week I filmed a video giving my thoughts on the iPhone 6 Plus 2 months later. In that video I talked about unlocked phones being able to be used on T-Mobile, on AT&T, and Verizon. And in the comment section I got a ton of questions on that, so I want to go through and run through all of that, tell you what you can do or not do with your locked and unlocked iPhones. So before I jump into what the iPhones can do or not do, let me first say that if you're looking to pick up a unlocked Nexus 6 device, the same thing is going to be true with that device with the iPhones. That's also going to apply. So if you wanted to get an iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, for this sort of sake of argument, I'm just going to say iPhone 6 instead of reiterating both. And you go to a carrier store, you go to your Verizon store, you go to your T-Mobile store, your AT&T store, and you pick up a device on either 2-year contract, on their Next, Edge, or Jump plan, your device is going to be locked. And what a locked device means is that's only going to be able to work on that carrier. You can't put another company's SIM card and have it be able to work. So that's sort of a very important thing to note. Now, oftentimes if you buy a phone locked, and you've gotten good standing with your carrier, after 40, 60, 80 days, different carriers, different policies, they will unlock your device. And what unlocked essentially means that you can use it to different carriers. The idea is that if you're traveling abroad, you can pop in a different country's SIM card and be good to go. So here's where things get kind of interesting. Apple sells 2 different versions of each phone. The iPhone 6 Plus, they sell versions, the A1522. If you look at the back of your phone, you can see it there. And that is the same phone you are going to get if you buy it from Verizon, you buy it from T-Mobile, and you buy it from AT&T. Sprint has a different phone, and that unfortunately is not going to work for what I'm going to talk about. For the iPhone 6, it's model number A1549 you'll get from all 3 of those carriers. Now, if you go to an Apple store, and you buy the device, and again, you do it on a contract with the carrier, your device is going to be locked. If you opt to pay full price from an Apple store only, your device will be unlocked. Whether you decide to pay full price for Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T, you're going to get exactly the same phone. It's going to be either model A1522 for the iPhone 6 Plus or A1549 for the iPhone 6. And when you do that, that's where things get really, really interesting. Again, exactly the same phone, which means if you want to pick up a Verizon iPhone 6 or 6 Plus and the Apple Store only has AT&T models, you're going to pay full price, you could pop in a Verizon SIM card and that phone will be fully functional, including all the CDMA radios, all the bands. There aren't different band supports for each phone except for the Sprint version. You're getting support for every band on each with those 2 models. So let me sort of explain that a little bit more simply. If you pay full price for your phone at an Apple store, your device will be unlocked and you're going to get exactly the same phone you get if you bought it from AT&T, exactly the same phone you get if you bought it for T-Mobile, and exactly the same phone you get if you bought it from Verizon. Now, it's been sort of the same for a while. You could use similar phones on AT&T or T-Mobile. Verizon, that was kind of new. The CDMA radios exist in these devices, and that's what Verizon uses for their 3G and sort of other legacy networks. And those are all active here. You get a Verizon SIM card, pop it in, everything is going to work. And that includes voice over LTE, that includes visual voicemail, and everything else. No need to configure different APN settings. Apple will do all of that for you. Stop the video real quick to thank our friends at lynda.com. They have thousands of super easy to follow video tutorials that are taught by pros in the industry, so you can learn all the things you need to learn to better yourself. Membership starts at just $25 per month. It's online, so it's 24/7 access and is unlimited. Try lynda.com free for 7 days by checking out lynda.com/technobuffalo. That's lynda.com/technobuffalo. Learn something new. That's it. Nothing else you have to do on your end to get your phone to work. You can walk into an AT&T store and just request a SIM card for an iPhone. They'll give you one. Same thing with T-Mobile. If you want to set up a new account with Verizon, it gets a bit tricky. Their systems are a little bit squirrely. Essentially, you have to ask someone in the store to activate a new plan on another iPhone that they have, because it's not going to show up in their system as a Verizon iPhone because they didn't sell it to you. But rest assured, it is exactly the same phone. So you can ask them to activate it on a store iPhone they've got, or if they've got an iPhone in their pocket, that will work. Get you a SIM card, you pop it in, and you are 100% on your way. And a lot of confusion about that. If you pay full price for a device from a carrier, so if you pay full price from T-Mobile, AT&T, or Verizon store, your phone will not be unlocked. You can request it to be unlocked, but it will not come unlocked. So That's the differentiating factor there. If you buy it full price from Apple Store, you're good. Full price from your carrier store, not going to work for you. So if you're waiting online to try and get your new phone, to try and get your Verizon phone, your T-Mobile phone, or your AT&T phone, maybe you can just pick up an unlocked device and be good to go. I've tested it on all 3 carriers, voice over LTE, visual voicemail, everything will work. Just as if you bought it directly from that store. So bear that in mind. And if you don't trust me, you want to try it for yourself, walk into an AT&T store, look at the back of their phones that they've got for their iPhone models, see what the model number is. It's either A1522 or A1549 if it's 6 or 6 plus. Walk to a T-Mobile store, look at the back of their phones. Walk to a Verizon store, look at the back of their phones. You'll see exactly the same number. Apple doesn't publicize this. You can view the information on their website, but they aren't really making it very well known. But it's a nice way to sort of take one phone anywhere you want to go to all 3 major carriers. Sprint, network's a bit different, so unfortunately that's not going to work. But any of those 3, you will be good to go 100%. Also, if you want to travel internationally, of course, that'll work as well. And again, this is also the same thing that's true with the Nexus 6 and a ton of other devices. So if you want to get an unlocked device, you pop in your SIM card and you are good to go. I know I said that quite a lot, but you're just set and ready to rock, which is nice to be able to try any carrier you want. Now you've got that freedom. So one caveat that I do want to mention, which might throw a bit of a wrench in this, is most Verizon phones are indeed sold GSM unlocked. So if you pick up a Verizon phone that maybe you got on contract or you bought from someone who had it on contract, you should still be able to take that phone over to T-Mobile or AT&T, but I definitely recommend popping in one of the carrier SIM cards first to make sure that's going to work for you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We love making tech videos here. If you like watching them as much as we love making them and just enjoy playing with the latest consumer electronics gear, check us out. Hit the big subscribe button. We got new videos coming out almost every single day. We also have a channel on Twitch where we play games, sometimes not so well, at twitch.tv/technobuffalo.